here she sits. She's been sitting here for about a week now. The shops are booked solid. I've been trying to get it in, and getting parts for stuff is hard now. The rear differential is going out. It's not out, but it's not probably safe to drive. And I gotta drive another 30 miles to get it up there, and then I'll have to wait a couple weeks for it to get repaired. So it just sits at the farm, and I've been driving the black Honda. That car's a little sketchy, but it runs. So I was gonna start it up here and run it and see how it's doing here. I missed my truck. I don't like that thing. I just missed my truck. I missed getting in my truck and going here. So let's see if she'll fire up from sitting for a week. Should. No problem. So they're gonna rebuild the spider gears or whatever, the slip clutch, the bearings and everything in there for $1,200. I thought that wasn't too bad. The shops were saying, oh, it was gonna be $3,000. I said, no, I got a guy that is pretty good at this stuff. He's gonna rebuild it for me. He's just a little slow, and go from there. And this is still a really good truck. Like I said, with that truck we had to do some stuff like that. That's got 243,000. That 6-liter Chevy, the rear differential's out on that. That's had its third transmission and second engine. You know, if this one needs an engine, I'll just put a used engine in it and away I'll go again. I can't afford a $50,000 vehicle. That's why I got this one, and that's why I keep fixing. Okay, so I pulled the valve cover off, and look, what do I see? The only one of the group is pushed in all the way is this one here. Them are all in there. They look okay. I haven't just examined them yet. But there's oil at least getting there, it looks like. That one must be stuck. Oh. Little loose. Little loose. It's pretty hot because I just ran it. And that one's kind of loose there too. That's your noise, I bet, that stuff there. That one's stuck. See that? And that's your noise, I bet. That push rod, I wonder if that's bent in there. Doesn't look like it, but it might be. Looks like you got a bent push rod, I bet. I'm betting you it's stuck in there and it's bent. And if I'm gonna change oil anyway, but get some PVC blaster and spray down there and kind of hit it, tap with a hammer a little lightly. And if that push rod is bent, then we'll change some oil and we'll see how it goes here. Go from there, I think. I don't think I'm gonna sell it, guys. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, push rod looks great. Actually looks clean right through it. I won't be able to show it you on camera, but looks good. A little bit of wear there. Normal use, probably. This thing is stuck. I'm going to change oil anyway. I'm going to put some PVC blaster and try to spray it in there, whatever, to get this to loosen up a little bit. Hopefully it didn't do any damage, and then hit on it a little bit. And once I get back together, I'm going to actually disconnect the ignition system and just crank it to see how it cranks, if it cranks good. Because I noticed when you started, the compression on one cylinder is weird. That would cause it. So before we start it and run it, we make sure we don't have any damage and whatever. But that would cause a good rough idle. Yep. So the rest of them are kind of loose, but I'm going to leave them. Just going to fix this one. And we'll go from there and see how it runs. Well, my Ford's in the shop. Might as well fix this one too. Okay, we're going to try it and see if the engine will blow up. I had the rocker arm off and everything, and for the lifter and free to lifter. So let's see what happens here. See if it runs good. Probably, yeah, I don't know. I haven't fired it up yet. far hasn't blown up yet. Huh, seems pretty quiet going like that. We'll see how long. Wow, that's quiet. Still got a little mist to it, I see. Let's see if it'll come back ticking again. Oh, I run it too long, I gotta change oil. Damn. Look at how nice and quiet that thing runs. So far. A little bit clacking, it's because it's loose in there. Wow, that made a big difference. Still missing though. Have to try to check that side. Still got a miss. Well, there you go. Probably a coil pack bad. Could be. No more ticking. Maybe just a little bit. It's better than it was. Well, after doing that collapse lifter, I took it apart and sprayed some WD-40 down there and some transmission power steering fluid oil down there, and I tapped on it with a hammer with a sock to lightly not break off the pins and whatever, and it seemed like it come out of it. So, but it's still chattering and clackering. Camshaft could be wore, it could be the arms could be just wore. I know they're loose, so I have to redo all that, and I don't feel like doing that. So as much as rough a shape that this pickup is, I just want to get the engine to run smooth enough, because I'm not changing oil on it here anyway, just because I run all that WD-40 through there and stuff. If you look here, that's not good. You can stick your hand right through up in the body up there in the cab. So basically it's getting tired, and the front differential for the 4x4 on the left side, the bearings out and the seals out, and it's leaking oil out of there. So, you know, it gets to a point in life when you gotta stop fixing, because stuff just keeps breaking down. Now the engine's tired, transmission's good, the front end needs a lot of attention, the body is all rusting out, rear differential's going out, the pinion bearings, and it's got a lot of slack in it. So it gets to a point in its life when you gotta quit dumping money into it. So I'm gonna change oil, and I didn't buy Lucas treatment this time, but anyway, this oil is just cheap oil. It'll be good enough anyway for what I drive it for. I hardly drive it anyway. So hopefully I could film oil change for you guys. If I can, go from there. Here, I have to do that with my foot, because one time, I don't know if it was me or who, Katie, I don't think she did it, had it on so damn tight, I couldn't get the freaking thing off. So, I should just go like that. I don't know how any of this crap works, but see, there's coolant that comes out of there. See magnetic on it. Oh yeah, there's some metal on the end there. Not good. Not good. That engine ain't gonna last long. There's metal on the end. Well, might as well change it now and probably sell and get rid of it, huh? It's not good. Not good at all. If there's metal on the end there, it's not good. There's metal on the end of that. I hope you guys can see it. Get it out of here. I was wondering about that. See that metal? Metal filings on the end of that. It's never good to see that with an engine. The engine's tired. That's not good. So, camshaft's probably bad or some other things going out. It's suspected for an engine that's pretty tired. And that's a lot of metal filings. I was going to give it to Katie or sell it to her, but I'm not going to do that now after I see that. There's no way. I wouldn't want to sell something junk to her. You know, it's a tired engine. I think I'll just send it. And it's going to blow eventually here, but just send it because that's not good. Yeah, these people said, oh, these Chevys are pretty good. They're not really very good. They all have their issues. Fords have their issues, Chevys have their issues, but Fords have issues with the engine sometimes, and the transmission, and the rear differential. Now, the Chevy has problems with rear differential and lifters, and sometimes oil consumption, transfer case. You know, they all have their stupid issues, but Chevy is pretty good at their things. This one may not have been taken care of previously from the other owner. I'm not sure on that one. It's hard to tell. But I've had this truck 7 years and it's had some abuse. So that could be my part. We'll let that thing drain out, and then we're going to take that oil filter off, that Wix oil filter, and put a new one on there. And once the thing's done, and then put some oil on it and see if we have any leaks here. I'm going to probably have to put a new crush washer on the end there. I got one here. So yeah, that's not good. Not really. Great. The ticking's there, not as much, but look at what went off. Check engine light went off. Interesting. It's just still ticking though. Still tapping. Yeah. Yeah, it's still tapping, but it's running pretty good though. Its other rocker arms are loose though. Used to stall, don't do that now. Okay, I'm happy with them results for now.